let me quickly cancel that. But he had absolutely no idea. At this point, he actually should do what you mentioned before. I think you go for a run-by with 6 to 7 zealots, and you pretend to defend the third base. But in reality, you're mining from the fourth already, so why do you give a crap? I'm not sure if I like a base trade here, actually, because it feels like he should be winning the fight anyway, or he at least can stall for a long time until 2-2.
Yeah, he is going to be able to at least get in the warp in the main base as well, which should slow down any reinforcements and shut down all mining. There's 0 mining going to be happening here for uThermal, but now 2-2 is going to get stalled on out and likely killed. This is just going to get really messy. Now, I do like that Astrea has already started taking, say, the 5th base. That's actually in the center left side. So he's going to have more bases spread around. There's just more units or more buildings that uThermal actually has to take care of. But I love the way that uThermal's spreading things out.
Yeah, I actually think this was a slight error here out of Astrea. Like, taking the 5th base is nice, but if you have no production, it's going to be completely useless. uThermal will be able to take a defensive position here. He has more SCVs there with his army. He has a command center flying back home, and he still has production. He can actually take a defensive position and force Astrea to attack into it. This is way better than it ever would have been. Astrea could have just defended any position he would have wanted to, with most likely 2-2. Oh my god, all of these mines.
Oh no, Kevin, not like this. He does finally take care of all these Widow Mines, and they are revealed since there is no armory or anything over here. But look at all these Zealots that had to go down in exchange for that. That was very painful, and I mean, there's not really a whole lot of reproducing units. The supply counts have actually evened up.
Yeah, at this point, I actually believe if uThermal just sits back, he's super far ahead. He has like 20 more workers than his opponent. He still has production on the map. I think uThermal should just build a wall with these buildings and not let anyone through.
It's an interesting place to try and land this orbital command. It's going to create a wall for sure, but is that his last orbital command?
Yeah.
I think it is, yeah. The other one did get picked off by the Stalkers. Sieging up these siege tanks, going around this choke is not what Astrea wants to do. Oh no, is it what he wants to do? Oh, okay, Astrea giving a little bit of a hard tuck there, but it looks like uThermal's going to find the last remaining mining base at the moment here for Astrea. And Astrea is just going to have to try and get some mining going over in the old main base of uThermal, which doesn't really have a whole lot left to it right now.
I think uThermal is misreading this game as well. He should just be defending here. There's no reason for him to attack, but he probably believes there's more probes on the map right now.
I mean, he's been finding Nexus after Nexus. I don't blame him for not knowing 100% how good of a spot he could be in.
Yeah, and the funny thing is Astrea is aware, but he doesn't really want to make uThermal aware of this fact yet. So Astrea is just actually playing this really slow, and I don't even mind that, because he wants uThermal to move out on the map. That's the only way Astrea can win. If uThermal is sieged up, you're not going to attack into what is it, 3 tanks and 3 mines? Good luck, buddy. Especially if there's a wall in front of that.
You know, the other really funny thing is that neither one of these players, even if they got mining up, it's going to take such a long time to ever get to a point where you're actually reinforcing your army because you're so heavily supply back. uThermal has 100 of 1 of 15 supply. Astrea is going to have to make at least 4 or 5 pylons, and that's already a lot of resources to devote to something that you're not entirely sure is going to be able to stay alive.
Yeah, okay, this is exactly what uThermal should be doing. I would even love for the starport on the factory to form a bit of a wall as well. Get a bunker up maybe even. I think he realized what type of position he's currently in. And now we really see the consequences of Astrea's action of going for that base trade. I mean, not having the 2-2 here, not having any mining, no production left. I don't think any of this would have happened. There's a couple of scans available as well. That left side flank is covered by the mines. uThermal needs to be so darn careful though. Now he sees this army move in.
Oh, that is not the way that you want to engage into those Widow Mines. He's going to get the wraparound on some of those siege tanks, picks those off, but the Bioforce stems forward because he knows how good of a spot he's in after all of that. All of the charge lots disappear, the Stalkers disappear, and very soon Astrea is going to be disappearing from this game.
Yeah, absolutely fabulous play out of uThermal, honestly. It's crazy how difficult it is to understand what type of position you're in without any info whatsoever. All you're seeing is Nexi after Nexi. GG gets called. This honestly is an insanely well-played game here by uThermal. uThermal never should have won this. He gets the win, and I'm honestly really impressed here by the Dutchie.
I tell you what, it's okay. He gets a decent warp in it. GuMiho's army is across the map though, and there's like no splash damage. Okay.
And GuMiho, that armor shred. That armor shred's gonna be huge. Look at this bio army. It's massive.
He wins. That's it.
That's so many Widow Mines as well.
My God, look at this. The siege tanks are up here. Oh, he actually gets to snipe the tank, so that's actually very, very nice. The mines, not all of them connecting as of yet.
Yeah, tank's just a little bit too far forward. Hero sniping those was absolutely critical in that fight.
But look at this army supply difference right now. And with all these mines about to recharge, the one observer way out of position. Can't even F2 it, it's in siege mode. Oh, God. He might not even remember where that observer is right now. He's like, damn it, I can't get rid of these mines.
Yeah, 102 to 64 army supply. I mean, that was a good engagement there for Hero, but the story is far from over. I think GuMiho, once he comes back on the map with his full army, is going to be a force to be reckoned with.
By the way, that Banshee has 11 kills and 5 health, and is still flying around doing his job. GuMiho has the hardest working units in GSL right now.
Even these medevacs are hard-pressed to get everything done. Very low energy. GuMiho going to be attacking the 4th base for Hero, setting up an opening here on the 3rd as well. Hero doing a good job of splitting his army, but this is going to be tough.
Yeah, a couple force fields will slow it down. He has that overcharge as well, but GuMiho can kind of just wait that out for now. Backing up, going to take down these rocks.
This Banshee.
Just going to go home, get repaired, man. Why not? All right, charging in here, but the mines will start to hit. GuMiho just gaining value all over the place.
GuMiho caught out of position, focusing down these rocks. That's a great shred, but there's not enough units to actually utilize it.
Yeah, I don't think that'll end up doing too much that time at least.
Yeah, after these skirmishes, Hero actually balancing the army supplies quite a bit here, 94 to 100. Closing the gap and actually taking supply lead, so Hero really playing well here.
Yeah.
Nice recovery.
He really has. He does have this other army that needs to come up to help him out, because this is mostly Stalkers and like one Immortal, which is not going to cut it. That Immortal gets picked off. A lot of the Stalkers starting to fall. The rest of the army comes up. Okay, and with that warp in, GuMiho, I think, does have to finally turn around, but definitely took a very good engagement for a while there.
They caught a little bit out of position, losing some key units, but still, 74 army to 69 right now is, I'm kind of surprised that GuMiho's army supply has dropped off quite so much. I'm not sure what was going on back at home.
Yeah.
So at one point, he was almost double Hero's army supply, and then a minute or two later, after just one or two skirmishes.
I thought he was going to take it when they were battling at like that 3rd base, and he got their armor shred, and his army supply was like way higher. He was microing well and everything. But
it was like 90 to 50 or something. I thought the reinforcements were going to come in, and he would be able to go for a finishing blow, but
Hero, though, very, very hard to kill this guy.
Yeah, he's fighting back, and GuMiho kind of feeling hard-pressed to get something done. Going to be going for a drop on Hero's 4th base. Going to sack his 3rd in the meantime.
Okay, he is killing off quite a few SCVs and everything, but GuMiho does get that counter kill. Running up into his natural here. I don't know if you want to actually follow as Hero. I'm not sure his army is actually big enough.
Hero learning from the previous game, pulling a lot of probes with this one. Recognizes the situation is going to potentially go into base trade yet again.
Oh, that's crazy. That's actually such a good point with the probes coming down. And it is, in fact, that base trade. GuMiho stimming and running back, the blink up and the force field there to trap him in position, but it's mostly Stalkers attacking, so GuMiho's actually trading like okay considering.
Yeah, but the army right now for Hero is looking way better than GuMiho's. There are 3 observers on the map as well, so those 7 Widow Mines are not going to be too dangerous either into a like kind of longer, prolonged exchange.
One thing to note is there is a planetary over to the side here, but with 4 Immortals, I don't think that's the biggest deal in the world.
No.
Both sides just plummeting as far as their worker counts go.
Yeah, I'm actually liking this more and more for Hero. I mean, he has the probes, he has 800 minerals, he can build 2 Nexuses, he can even harvest with 29 workers on GuMiho's side of the map.
Yeah, if GuMiho had 2 Ghosts, I would feel so much better for his position, and he does not, right?
He's not even going to be able to float buildings to a corner, I think. That one command center is barely going to get away.
A pylon next to the... I guess he didn't know that this was there?
Yeah, he must have queued it up.
It's the only thing I can think. Does GuMiho repair or does he run?
I think he's got to repair it, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, the SCVs are not going to get out of there.
What's he targeting? Dude, is he targeting probes?
I think he was.
I think he was targeting probes. I think he was trying to get rid of all the workers.
He has no floating structures. He has no floating structures.
He has no floating structures?
He has nothing.
Well,
okay, there's 3
structures.
those 3. What I mean to say is there's none in the corner.
Yeah.
So everything can be reached from Hero on the ground.
Yeah, Hero does have probes and a little bit of money, so he's remaking a Nexus. It seems like this army is too small for GuMiho. Like that, right? I mean, you just hold position the Immortals in a line, and it's so hard to attack into.
Yeah, I feel like even in a straight-up fight, Hero just takes it.
Yeah, yeah. I think he can just attack move in here, and he can like blink forward and let the Immortals do their job, and he's good.
Man, what an insane game.
I'm really surprised and impressed. I really thought, I was calling it, man. I was like, damn, GuMiho's a killer.
I was thinking the same thing.
Yeah.
I mean, GuMiho, he got so much damage early with so much value out of just a couple key units. The Banshees got like 20 plus kills. That one Banshee had like 12 at the end. The two Reapers got a handful of probes. And at one point, it was like a 2-to-1 ratio of army supplies. And somehow Hero still fights back and wins. I don't know how he did it.
No, I don't know. It's very Immortal based, I think. Like he was very consistent on Immortal production. He was having 4 to 6 Immortals a lot of the time here, which really helped against this very Marauder-heavy army from GuMiho.
Okay.
The little blink forward there with those DTs. A nice Destruction Ball comes out as well. And we'll push that all back.
Yeah, and I gotta say, I think Hero's kind of clawed his way back into a decent position, all things considered. This is a pretty epic PvT. Keep in mind, we don't have in GSL that many PvTs that go on this long.
No, and this one's pretty dynamic as well, which is really nice to see.
It's one of our shortest matchups, actually. But in this game, it's gotten kind of crazy. Now, I think that they're both going to end up in a base trade spot.
Yeah, they're both going to lose a couple bases here, it looks like, right?
Yeah,
like,
well, the thing
Hero
is,
definitely.
The thing is, I think if Hero can keep his composition together, I think this can be pretty punishing.
Yeah.
You only need one base mining, right?
It's a lot of disruptors, man.
Yeah, it's quite a bit. And the thing is, I think he can basically take this fight and then recall back, and then probably win that fight. I think, I could be wrong. By the way, all the infrastructure is going to get wrecked.
Yeah, Maru going across the map with what he's got left.
There's definitely a tempo advantage here, you know, just at the rate of destruction.
Yeah. And I think you're right. Like, all he's going to have to do is recall a bunch of his robo units, and he should be fine. Well, another Immortal being caught out there, unfortunately. So this is a pretty full base trade. Like,
yeah.
I actually want to see the Nexuses with their energy. Like, where is he going to end up recalling to? Going to pick off as much as he can. This natural, of course, going to die.
Let's also watch the worker count as well here. There's 52. By the way, both these CCs are going to burn down. I guess one just gets killed off outright.
Maybe a mistake right there, leaving that one float or just sitting on the ground.
Yeah.
Okay, he picks off the main Nexus. That leaves one Nexus. So he does the recall. Oh, you recalled the probes.
I was not ready for that. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Well, I think there's something to that as well. Keep in mind, I think that yeah, these are all the barracks.
Is Hero going to have enough for a Nexus after he mines these patches?
Oh,
yeah, I think he's going to just
barely.
barely. It looks like it. Dude, this is crazy.
What an interesting position.
Who do you think wins from here?
I think Hero barely wins this.
Well,
I think
Maru, look at the bottom right of the map. Like, he's taking everything right now, and he's very mobile still. But yeah, this is scary.
Yeah, well, dude!
Okay, picks up a lot, gets out of there. Oh, God, look at this Liberator.
Look at this.
This Hero Liberator.
Okay, hold on. The barracks have landed in the main. I think there's 5 total. Keep in mind they don't have add-ons, so they have to remake that.
Maru has a way bigger bank right now.
He does. You're actually, it's very true, Artosis. He has quite a bit. How many are actually in the medevacs?
I don't think there's 57 army supplies, so
I don't
it's not
think
too
he
bad.
has that much.
No, but if he catches these Stalkers, I think he wins. Like, I think the Stalkers are so key here. Okay, only loses one Marauder, but kills one of the Disruptors, dodges those. Very well done.
Yeah, if he can get on the other side of this CC, these Disruptor shots are going to be pretty handy.
Dude, Hero has to be careful here.
Yeah, this is like, both these armies are so glass cannon-y. He sent the Colossi down now that he realizes that that must be where the bulk of his stuff is, right? I don't know what is there to defend. I'm sorry, were there even any cannons?
Oh, this is crazy.
This is crazy
right now.
I think if he can take this fight, keep in mind, oh man, 1DT up here.
Oh, that is brutal.
Yeah. You know, it was a weird position, but I think he almost made too many command centers. Like, you don't actually need this.
Maru made too many command centers? I've never heard of such a thing.
Well, Now we've seen it all, man.
Okay, was able to deal with that DT, so that's nice.
It's 35 SCVs to 35 probes.
Oh
this,
my god.
This is a planetary. Where is the Terran army? Oh, there it is. Okay. I thought it was moving up or something. I couldn't see on the minimap. Another nice connection. Gotta be careful.
Okay. Yeah, he loses a few units to it, but don't forget, Maru is still producing.
Yeah, and
that
now,
is like a really important aspect of this.
Yeah. Well, he can actually get behind.
Oh my god.
Oh my god. Really?
This is the craziest thing ever.
I think he's barely winning this. That's going to burn down. He could send one stalker behind the minerals.
Yeah, that's annoying.
It's easy to forget, but you know the planetary actually doesn't have that much range, so you can just like not respect it and go around it.
Dude, Maru still has some quality in his army. He's still producing a fair amount.
Well, he's boxed in this army in the main now. The factory's going to go down. It's very important we watch every building and unit that's killed here because this has become so scrappy, and he's going to YOLO it up. But here's the thing, you could just recall again. He has enough time.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah,
and there's actually a mine sitting there, by the way. And look, his observer did not get recalled because it's in siege. So that mine is going to continue to get great hits. Oh, never mind. Well, uses disruptors.
Yeah. Are we going to go back into a normal game now?
Dude, if this turns into anything that resembles a normal game,
this is crazy.
That's almost too much. It's like fiction.
It is important to note that the infrastructure right now is disastrous on both sides.
Maru's about to have two armies. Like, he has one army up there. He just sent medevacs back to his rallied units. He's up a good 34 army supply. Even though it's like a lot of high-quality units here for Hero, he actually doesn't have many stalkers. He needs to get more stalkers into this game. Because the more that Maru can abuse the medevacs, like, you can start doing crazy things if there's nothing that hits air.
Yeah, that's very true. He's going to keep chasing him down here.
But now another group from Maru is going to run out onto the map.
I got to point out, by the way, how disjointed Maru's base setup is. His infrastructure's in the main. He has this one spot in the bottom center, and then he has another kind of isolated base in the bottom right.
Dude, he has 3 Nexus Islands right now.
Yeah,
that's it. He is
really
crazy. You're right. All right, picks off another stalker. Oh my god. So now with the two groups, how do you defend this as Hero?
Well, I don't know. I mean, I think he's going to have to start breaking off parts of his army. I mean, I think for one thing, he could keep a couple disruptors here to defend. I think he doesn't have to roam with all of them.
It will definitely buy you some time. Oh my god, he's picking off even more with that other group now. At the, well, what was this, the third base originally?
Yeah.
That's the main, though, is the problem.
Yeah, it's looking more and more like Maru's going to take it now.
Yeah.
That's it. GG.
What a game.
Wow, dude.
What a
that
game.
was something else, man.
That was fantastic.
Honestly, I'm like kind of stunned.
That was one of my favorite games this year. That was really awesome. Like, it looked like both sides might win it early on, and then the base trade, oh my god.
Yeah.
And Maru just with some amazing, amazing play there. I think that, you know, Hero kept thinking he could go kill, and he just could not quite do it.